Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to America's favorite pastime. We have the Saints versus the Firebirds today. It's a crisp 75 degrees on today. I believe it's March 15th. Is that correct? Perfect.
On the mound for the Saints this evening's game against the Chaparral Firebirds, number 22, Jarrett Pille. Behind the plate, Saints catcher Terlizzi. Around the infield at third base plays Borowski. Saints shortstop Griffen Chewning. At second base, Nyberg. At first base, Rosenhagen. Saints outfield in left field, and Nemivant. Center fielder Tyler.
So, real quick disclaimer before we get into today's game. We're using a new streaming software from Usual. So that is how we're able to have these two different camera angles that we've got. One behind home plate and one from the snack shack. If I can press it. There we go. So I apologize if there are any disruptions. Also, the wind's a factor. So you'll be hearing that today. Firebirds up at bat first. Number 22, Jarrett Pille on the mound. Ball's going to bounce out of bounds. Going to start off the game with a 0-1 count. Ball's going deep left field. Ben Nemivant racing to get to it. Twirls around, tosses to Griffen Chewning. Number 14 for the Firebirds. Finds himself on first base. Looks like number 3 for the Firebirds up next to bat. Now I do have this camera behind home plate set up on top of a turned over garbage can. So if that falls over, well, I apologize. Jarrett starts out with the ball. James Rosenhagen taps first base. However, the runner on first is now on second. As usual, the sun will play a factor in today's recording. It is never on our side. Number 10 for the Firebirds, readying himself for Mr. Pille. Gonna be a 1-1 count. Lot of disturbance. Wind's picking up. And yep, that wind is going to affect Jarrett Pille's arm. Ball's going to go where Mother Nature wants it to go. Be a 2-1 count. Ball's going out far. Tyler Cranston retreating. As with Tag Ross, Tyler brings it down. Over to Chewning. Chewning holds on to it. The runner that was on first at the beginning of this inning is now on third base. Fantastic way, sneaking his way around the bases. I'd send you to the behind the plate camera, but the sun is literally blocking it out. Jarrett quickly throwing a strike on number 5. Run on third with a healthy leadoff. Ooh, pop fly. Then Nemivant racing to catch it. Nemivant brings it down. Heading to the bottom of the first. Let's see if I can do this little transition here. Bottom. 1. Boom. My back is absolutely killing me. I'm standing on top of a purple plastic chair. I can flip the camera around. Oh, I can't. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send you to that. Flip that around. And there we are. So here's my position. Looks like I'm sitting inside a garage, but I'm in a snack shack. In a face full of sun and a mind full of baseball. Tyler Cranston arriving at the mound, the Hound Dog, as they call him, ready to start off the Saints batting. Tyler, huge power hitter. Taking a ball. Cranston deciding against it. Ball turns out to be a strike. Be a 1-1 count on the outfielder. Ooh, Tyler running. Caught out at first. Ben Nemivant at the plate. Second batter in the lineup. Ben Nemivant, another huge power hitter. Expecting some big things from numero uno. Nemivant starting off early. Ball's going up in the air high. Brought down by a Chaparral Firebird. Nemivant retreating to the dugout as number 24, first baseman James Rosenhagen. Hagen dies. Up to bat. Again, I'd send you over to the behind the plate, but the sun is literally attacking my camera. It's going to be a ball for number 24. Rosenhagen sending one deep into right field, I believe. I'm not sure where the ball went, but the ball is coming back into play. Rosenhagen finds himself on to second base. A clean double for the senior. Number 2, Joe Terlizzi.
Saints catcher number 2, Joe Terlizzi.
The catcher out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Here to make an appearance. Terlizzi eyeing the sky. His dugout encouraging him. Ball's going. Rosenhagen taking third. Small miscalculation by the Chaparral Firebirds results in some very nice field position for the first baseman. Terlizzi refocusing in the box. That's going to turn it into a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Terlizzi re-gripping the bat. Giving it a few practice swings. Putting the weight in the back foot. The side's against it. Good eye by the catcher. It's going to be another ball. Get a 3-1 count. Rosenhagen. Slight lead off of third base. Terlizzi with a full count. Will he send Rosenhagen home, or will he walk to first? Hit by Terlizzi. On the second baseman. Out at first. Going to be a scoreless inning for both teams. Send you behind the plate to see what I see. So, like, I could go back there, but it is not optimal. We'll see. Maybe I'll decide it, maybe I won't. Keep it fresh, keep it fancy. Now, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, they have actually given me a roster this time. Laminated and printed. number 24 for the Firebirds, starting off the top of the second. According to his dugout, his last name is Stone. Will the Saints be petrified by his presence? Or will number 24, the Stone Man, crumble? Start off the count with a strike. Jarrett Pille tossing him down. I still do not know what it is called. The distance between the mound and the catcher. I think I called it the fairway in the last game. We're going to go with fairway. 24. Right out to left field. Stone, number 24, gets on first. Will number 11 of the Firebirds have an equally as cool name? I think I heard his name was Trevor. That's pretty cool. Jarrett Pille taking his time at the mound. Jarrett Pille starting out with 2 balls. The sun potentially becoming a larger factor in this game. Ball's hit. Out of second base. Double play by the Saints. Griffen Chewning on the out at first. James Rosenhagen on the out at first. Wait. Griffen Chewning out at second. Correction. Griffen Chewning cannot be in 2 places at once. If he could, MLB, baby. It's going to take the top of the second at 2 outs for the Firebirds. Number 28 for the Firebirds. Now facing the wrath of number 22, Jarrett Pille. Jarrett tossing 2 balls. The ump kicking some dirt off home plate, gets his brush out. Fantastic form. Ball's high in the air. Looks like out of the park. Lost in the sun. Another high ball. I'm going to assume that that one went out of the park too. Number 28 proving he's very adept at hitting the ball vertically, but how's his horizontal game? Jarrett Pille snatches it. Tosses it to James, and we are in the bottom of the second. This is the first broadcast that we've done that is a one-man show. I'm the only one in the snack shack, accompanied by Mrs. Chewning here. Flip the... This is the gang so far.
Snack shack.
Welcome to the snack shack, boys and girls. So, Miss Chewning, how do you think the game is going?
Good so far. It's a good game. We only beat them by 1 run earlier this week, so it's
Really?
usually a good game. Yeah.
We're in for a good one. How do I... There we go. It's a confusing system.
Nice back.
The 21st century is upon us, Mrs. Chewning.
Still in the last century.
the orange Pille. Trotting up to the box. Shown that he's a very adept pitcher tonight. How's his hitting game? Jarrett taking a strike. Ooh! Hit deep. Pretty sure it came down the bottom of the right field. Jarrett Pille scoring a nice double. Griffen Chewning, the grizzly bear as they call him, next to bat.
Shortstop number 10, Griffen Chewning.
Griffen Chewning, poised in the box. Firebirds pitcher taking his time. It's going to be a ball for Griffen Chewning. Jarrett Pille leading off on second base. Will the pitcher try something? Who knows? Chewning, almost. Swinging at that one. Turns out to be a strike. It's a 1-1 count for number 10. Got a 2-1 count. Chewning just getting the side of the ball as it fizzles to the back of the home plate backstop. Thanks, Mrs. Chewning. Griff now with a 2-2 count. Looking to make something happen. Hitting it, ball's going. Rolls out. Chewning finds himself at first base with an RBI. Jarrett Pille running in. It's going to be the first score of the game. Goes to the Saints. Let me see if I can edit that title. There we go. Got God's Plan by Drake as Blaze Borowski's walk-up music. Good choice. Blaze Borowski, double B. Starting off with a swing and a miss. That was simply a practice swing from the true junior out of Kansas. Blaze seeing it as a ball, believing it as a ball. Guess what? That ball was a ball. Blaze now with the 1-1 count. Borowski attempting to bunt, pulls it back. Ball ends up being a strike. Blaze finds himself with a 1-2 count. Corn farmer out of Kansas finding himself in a tricky situation. Blaze struck out.
Second baseman, number 5, Alex Nyberg.
Alex Nyberg next up to bat. The A-Train, as they call him. Firebirds try to toss out Griffen Chewning. Griffen slips and slides his way back to the base. Nyberg still focused in the box. Ball flies high. What I just realized is one of those foul balls could easily take out our second camera. Well, that would suck. Alex Nyberg evenly distributing his weight as he sees the ball. Chewning made his way to second. Pitcher balked it. Is that what the term is?
Bach, B-O-C-K.
B-O-C-K. Bach. Sounds like a 16th century composer. Alex Nyberg with a 1-1 count. He has not blinked since he's gotten into the batter's box. Griffen Chewning still at second. Alex Nyberg taking another ball. It's a 2-1 count. There's that wind. Yep, I hear you, wind. You can go away now, wind. Appreciate that. No, it's just getting stronger. It is not going away. Nyberg. Huge swing and a miss to make it a 2-2 count. He retreats from the batter's box and finally blinks. I'd like to take a quick moment of silence for everyone's March Madness brackets after the Miami team, I forget what their team was, lost to the Loyola? Pretty sure it was Loyola, off of a ridiculous three-pointer buzzer beater. Alex Nyberg, 2-2 count. Number 5. Huge swing and a miss to send him back to the dugout. Tag Bross, the true sophomore. He was allegedly recruited from Juneau, Alaska. Huge change of scenery for the sophomore. However, his game has not changed. It's going to be a ball to start off Tag Bross. Zach Bross slowly hitting it. Ball's going deep left. Ball's in. Tag Bross stays at first, but Griffen Chewning trots home. How do you feel about that, Mrs. Chewning?
Awesome.
Awesome. I concur. Tyler Cranston, the hound dog, back for more.
He's a beast.
In a recent poll, Tyler Cranston was rated one of the best outfielders in the universe. Quite a title that the senior holds. Tyler's instincts precede him. First ball is going to be a ball. Tag Brosk. Safe. Out at second. Good attempt by the Firebirds to converge on the sophomore. Hoping my camera behind the plate doesn't fail me. Tyler Cranston sends one over the net. Again, could easily destroy our setup here. Tyler Cranston calls a quick timeout. Saints dugout calling shake and bake, a term widely popularized by the Will Ferrell film Talladega Nights. Tyler Cranston with 2-1 count. Tyler taking a hit. Ball's going out. Firebirds. Miscalculation. Cranston's going to get on first, and Tag Bross is going to get on home. Saints now have 3. I apologize for not adding Griffen Chewing's point from earlier. Alright, just trying that up. Period. There we go. That's perfect. I got to bring it back over. Boom! Saints 3. Firebirds. Stuck at 0. Ben Nemivant. The Pacific-bound senior. Firebirds toss a quick strike down the middle. Number 31 on the mound, keeping tabs on Tyler Cranston. Cranston getting another balk. Better change that term to Johann Sebastian. Nemivant, 0-1 count. 2 outs on the Saints. Huge hit by number 1 in the air. I believe that is the second pop fly that Nemivant has been taken out on. It's going to send us into the top of the third. Saints 3, Firebirds, scoreless. Jarrett Pille still on the mound for the Saints. In other sports news, Tiger Woods landed a 71-foot putt to, I'm not sure what that was for, but he did it. Which is crazy. Guy's been around since golf began. Did hear that he was going to be co-hosting the President's Cup. It's a cool cup from the president. I'd like a President's Cup. Next up for the Firebirds is Mike, Number 34, Jarrett Pille, says hello. Almost scrapes his kneecap. What a kind welcome by number 22. Whoa, ball's going deep. Caught by tag, Bross. Great play out in the outfield. Unfortunately, I can't see any of it. Up next for the Firebirds, Brian Jordan. 2 first names. We'll see if that can help him. Griffen Chewning pops it down. Ooh. Ball pops over James Rosenhagen's head. Looks like Mr. Jordan's going to be on first. Terlizzi offering some words of encouragement to his fellow Saints. As you can see, the second camera is taking a beating by Mother Nature. That was my knuckles.
But was your back creaking?
Might be my back later. Ball's popping up. Griffen Chewning catches it, launches it over. Rosenhagen brings it down. Fantastic recovery by Chewning to Rosenhagen. It's going to bring us to 2 outs in the top of the third. Oh. There's the top of the third. This is a weird program. Thank you, Mrs. Chewning. Runner. Mr. Jordan. Making his way to third. Up next for the Firebirds. His name's Denzel. Could it be Denzel Washington returning to high school? Depends. It's 2-0 count, 2 outs. I apologize. I'm overcoming a cold at the moment. Nose is a little congested. Three balls for Denzel. Trotting his way to first base.
Number 10, Griffen Hampton.
All right. Apologies for that. Kind of dropped the stream there. Interesting. Let me put all of the overlays back in. All right, I'm going to go hook up the camera. It's Chewning. Can you hold down the fort for me?
Yes, sir.
Muchas gracias.
Hi. How do we take the dollar? We got water, sodas, tea. Huh? No. Yeah. It's kind of slow. Water, Gatorades, got Sunny D. Oh, seeds. I don't think I have any seeds. I don't see any. You want nuts?
All right. Oh, shoot. All right, I'll be back in a moment. doing great, Miss Chewning.
There you go.
Oh, I don't think we have anything that's warm, do we? No, I'm sorry.
Stage catcher.
Did you forget his towel?
I'm gonna get some Cheetos.
Can I help you? Oh, how are you?
These video. Oh, this is for lives.
All right, sorry about that slight technical difficulty. Secondary camera dropped the connection. Thankfully, we got it back. Granted, it's a little shifted now. Oh, God, go and fix that. Hey, one problem after another, but hey, that's how the world works. Looks like we got one out already in the bottom of the third. Change that really quickly. This would be the perfect moment for another person in the snack shack with me. Terlizzi walking. I'm gonna go and fix that.
Number 22 for the pitcher, Jarrett Pille.
This is the first night of it. Streams it live. Nobody has YouTube. You can watch it. It's Liz. Okay. I should remember that. That's alright. It's a lot.
Well, that looks much better. I missed something.
State shortstop number 10, Griffen Chewning.
Griffen Chewning. The Grizzly Bear. Back up to bat. 2 outs. Chewning sees it. Ball's in the air. Paul Marsillo rounding second. Firebirds bring it down. Closing out the third. Saints 3, Firebirds 1. Gotta edit that. Boom. Thankfully, the sun is becoming less and less of a factor in this game and is affecting the quality of our broadcast less and less. Gotta be thankful. Been holding this position for so long, I feel as if I've slipped a disc in my spine. I'll have to go see a chiropractor after this game. Who knows?
Leading off the top of the board, number 10, Griffen Chewning.
Number 10 for the Firebirds, Griffen. Oh, gotta change the inning. Top of the fourth. Oh, it's go to Notre Dame's YouTube channel. It's Notre Dame Prep on YouTube,
Okay.
and it should be popping up. If you have your phone, I can show you. Firebirds over to Griffen Chewning. Griffen tossing it to James. James! Catching it with the leather. It's going to be the first out of the fourth inning.
PH number 5, Will Penny.
Number 5 for the Firebirds. Up now, facing the arm of Jarrett Pille. Jarrett getting a quick 1-1 count. I'm still patiently waiting for them to shift Cole Schipansky into the game. I heard that at an away game, he was put in as a pinch runner, courtesy runner, whatever the term is. And he did a fantastic job. Jarrett Pille getting a quick 3-1 count on number 5 of the Firebirds. Pille taking a moment, refocusing on the mound. Throwing it down. Ball's in the back. And number 5 will walk. Firebirds dugout screaming words of encouragement. They're absolutely exploding with electricity. Number 24 for the Firebirds up now. Jarrett Pille. Number 24 for the Firebirds, tossing it over the net. Hoping that the connection between this and the secondary camera improves just a tad. Jarrett Pille and James Rosenhagen actively trying to get number 5 off the bags. Number 24 sending it deep into the right field. Tag Bross on the recovery, sending it over to Chewning. Chewning holds on.
We love it. I like you. Go.
Number 5 for the Firebirds, making his way over to third base. Well, number 24 is at first. Got one out in the top of the fourth. Saints 3, Firebirds trailing by 2. Number 24 for the Firebirds at first, getting a little suspicious there with his leadoff. Firebirds dugout practically screaming. Meanwhile, Jarrett Pille getting 2 strikes, 0 balls on number 11 of the Firebirds. It's going to be a 1-2 count. Runners on third and first. Jarrett throws it one more time to James over at first. Jarrett Pille catching number 11 with a switch up. Clocked in at around 83 miles per hour. Putting some elbow grease on it. No. For those of you at home, I'm making up the numbers. Runner still on third and first for the Firebirds. Number 28, up to bat. Jarrett Pille with a fast 2 balls. With 2 strikes on the Firebirds. It is crucial that the Saints refuse the run on third to get home. Jarrett Pille tossing another ball. It's going to be a 3-0 count. Jarrett Pille tosses a strike down. Pille tosses the 4th ball, and the Firebirds have bases full. Terlizzi throwing some assistance at the sophomore. Firebirds dugout telling number 34 to find a hole. We'll see if he prevails. .34. Swing and a miss. Jarrett Pille, 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh boy, that connection is spotty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Add that up, it's 8. I'm in calculus. Jarrett Pille, number 34, staying alive in the batter's box. Firebirds base is full. If the Firebirds capitalize here, they could take the lead over the Saints in the top of the 4th. Firebirds dugout screaming. Number 34 still staying alive. He's looking a little frazzled over in the batter's box. Has Jarrett Pille gotten into his mind? Other side of this game you got to understand is the psychological battle between Jarrett Pille and the batter. 34 taking the timeout. Jarrett absolutely tearing him apart. Jarrett Pille has the eyes of a wolf. It's terrifying to stare him down. That's going to be it for the Firebirds. Jarrett Pille sending them home to their dugout. We still have 8 more innings, or 5. Do you have change for a 20?
What do you need, bud?
It's like 5s. He's going to get some.
Oh, there's
That's what I'm saying. I'll buy you. You want some chips or something?
I'm okay, don't worry about it.
No.
Can you put him into
Yeah.
where we are?
Do you have the YouTube app downloaded?
YouTube
I
out camera.
remember YouTube, yeah. Bottom. And I'll buy him some chips or whatever he wants. If he wants a soda or something, I'll buy him. Very good.
Thank you so much.
I'll buy it. No man will allow me.
If you grab me a water, that'd be perfect.
Sure.
That's it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Flavored water.
You're welcome, bud. Thank you.
So now you have it for Doug. You can watch the game
And there's
live.
like the berry.
I like the profile. Berry, switch it
Yeah,
up.
see, there's another, it's grape too.
Berry's
young
good.
man.
Berry.
Ben.
Hey, Ben. So they just, if I got a brother on the East Coast,
Yeah.
so he just goes where? What should he do?
So go to YouTube and then type in Notre Dame Prep, and it should pop up. There's gonna be a little like it's live. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Oh, no.
Blaze Borowski up to bat for the Saints. Quickly adjust the saturation here. I've got to change the inning. Bottom of the fourth.
You guys hungry or thirsty, bud?
Blaze Borowski. Tipping it. It's going to be a 1-2 count for number 11.
I've got stuff here if you don't see it in the back.
True junior. Thought that MLB was too easy and dropped back down to high school ball. He played for the Padres for about 15 seasons. Now, Blaze Borowski is the, oh gosh, second baseman? Was he the second? We'll figure out in the top of the fifth. Blaze Borowski now faced with a 1-2 count. Cracking open a propel really quickly. Blaze popping it out to left field. Caught by the Firebird. Defender, I was going to say defender for a second. Regardless, Alex Nyberg. The Nibster up to bat. Number 5. Fun little fact about number 5, or 5 in general. 5 is a prime number. You can't multiply anything and equal 5. Obviously, Firebird pitcher does not care that Alex Nyberg is toting a prime number on his back as he throws a strike down the fairway. Alex, big swing and a miss to make it a 0-2 count. Saints have 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Alex, tipping it, staying alive. Sorry. He's not. He's out. Not sure how. Regardless, Tag Bross taking up the mantle of batter. True sophomore. Ironically enough, the second camera that we've got, which is my iPhone, has a better quality than what we've got in the Snack Shack. However, the connection is really what's kicking us. Tag Bross getting 2 balls, 0 strikes. Taking his first strike. Saints have 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Whoa, so Just, you know, live streaming.
You live streaming?
Yep.
Those are good ones. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Can I have 2 bags? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sophia Graziano gracing the snack shack with her presence.
Can I also have a water?
Looks like she's going for the Cheetos water combo.
Oh yeah.
Healthy choice. Meanwhile, tag Bros. 3-1 count. 2 outs on the Saints. Tag Bros popping it. Ball bounces. Caught at first. It's going to take us to the top of the 5th. Let's change that inning. Chaparral Firebirds converging in front of the snack shack. Not sure what they're doing. Having a little team chat. Chaparral Firebird coach instructing his team, if you keep bearing down on them, they'll give. Birds. Firebirds getting an injection of hope and inspiration at the top of the 5th. Ooh, my back is gnarly right now. Carry all my tension in my shoulders, but I'm feeling it in the lower back today. I've got stretching and Pilates C period, so maybe Miss Dingus give me a couple stretches, alleviate the tension. Meanwhile, back in the field, Firebirds batting, ball's going. Blaze Borowski over to Rosenhagen. Rosenhagen scoops it just like a mint chocolate chip. It's gonna be a quick out on the Firebirds. Oops. Well, can't control them all. I apologize to Mrs. Platt, Mrs. Beers, anyone else who might be upset by that. Back in the field, number 14 for the Firebirds. In the box. Umpire looking at the plate. Will he sweep it? Will he not? Staring it down. Joe Terlizzi heads back to their dugout. Not sure what's happening. Looks like he's got a different helmet. He's got a helmet for every mood. Terlizzi returning to his position. Number 14 for the Firebirds tips it back into the wire. Jarrett Pille doinks number 14 right in the left shoulder blade. I could feel the vibrations from here. Number 14 limping off. Could be a serious injury, possibly out for the season. Firebirds dugout, meanwhile, is losing their minds as they're down by 2. Number 3 for the Firebirds. facing Jarrett Pille. Runner on first for the Firebirds. Getting a little frisky out there. Number 3 for the Firebirds. Back deep. Ben Nemivant bringing it down easily. Pacific Bound Senior says, what was that? A baby's toss? Child's play for the Pacific Bound Senior. Meanwhile, the umpire has decided to clean home plate. Oh. Oh, just realized the inning wasn't there. There we go, now we're top of the 5th. 2 outs on the Firebirds. Top of the 5th. Starting out with a strike on number 10. Number 16 for the Firebirds running. Nyberg. Nyberg may have dropped the ball, but he got in front of it enough to where it stopped and didn't keep going into the outfield. Runner stopped at second. Oddly enough, number 10 for the Firebirds is named Griffen. Number 10 for the Saints is named Griffen also. Coincidence? Most likely. Jarrett Pille standing his ground, alternating between looking at the batter. Runner over on second. Getting a little out there. Ooh, Jarrett Pille with a quick one down the fairway. Unfortunately, it was a ball. It's going to be a 2-2-2 count on the Firebirds. Their dugout still making noises. Half of which are unintelligible. Ball deep. Hits the back. Tag Bross on the recovery. Number 10 for the Firebirds. Huge play for the Firebirds. Getting a run. They're still down by 1, but hey, got to celebrate every victory. Still noises coming out of the Firebird dugout. Yeah. Okay. The umpire telling the Firebird dugout to calm down just a little bit. Their excitement is well earned, but is it justified? Find out next on Saints Baseball. Yeah. Firebirds dugout still making noise, disregarding the officials' words. Struggled there for a moment. Jarrett Pille. Ball bouncing. Shooting. Rosenhagen. Ball pops out.
That's what I like to see. Please don't be hurt.
Firebirds going to even it out on that play. Firebirds and Saints now evenly matched in the top of the 5th. Firebirds have hung on to 2 outs for quite a long time. I gotta re-put every single overlay. There we go. Number 24, the Stone Man for the Firebirds. Every single stone name you can call him is being used. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Ball deep down the middle. Rosenhagen unable to bring it in.
Let's go!
Saints. Top of the 5th is a struggle point for the Saints, as we saw in the game against Hamilton, the Hamilton Huskies. Hamilton doubled their score in the top of the 5th, going from 5 to 10. Will the Firebirds repeat history? Who knows? Runner on 3rd, runner on 1st. 2 outs.
Let's go, Kilo. That's the ball. That's what I like to see.
Jarrett Pille clearly being affected by the words from the Firebird dugout.
Oh, that's out.
Ball's flying high. Please don't hit my camera. We're good. I've been standing on the same chair for about an hour and 10. Ball bounces over to 3rd base. Borowski tosses it to James Rosenhagen. Ball once again. Ball bounces away from James Rosenhagen. And the Firebirds take the lead in a very, very disappointing inning for the Saints.
Let's go!
Number 29 for the Firebirds, up to bat. Firebirds dugout only getting louder. There's a runner on 2nd and 3rd. Number 24 for the Firebirds, leading deep. Firebirds dugout has literally not stopped talking for the entire top of the 5th. Meanwhile, the Saints dugout has been silent. Is the fact that the Firebirds have amassed 3 runs in this inning? Probably. It's going to be a 3-1 count on number 28 for the Firebirds. Jarrett Pille walking number 28. Bases are in fact loaded. Terlizzi walking out to Pille. Same with Coach Fish. See if I can zoom in here really quickly. There we go. Zoom function on this is atrocious, as it's an iPad. It doesn't let me zoom on the live. Well, it lets me zoom on the preview. Fisher bringing in, gosh, looks like Jacob Emerson.
Good job, Mace.
Emerson up to pitch.
That's a spicy salad.
Bye, baby Mason. Where you going, Grace? Ooh.
Saints need to end this inning.
Way to go, Connor. Way to stand there.
Starting off once more, Saints and Firebirds return to their positions.
Let's go, Mikey.
Emerson up to pitch. We've seen from his past games, kid's got a lot of power in his arm. But will he be able to turn the tide of this game? Momentum is definitely in the Firebirds' hands. Emerson calling Terlizzi up to the mound. A little conversation for the two seniors.
Let's go, Mikey. Get your pitch, man.
Ball. Filters past Chewning. Chewning. And Nemivant tossing it to Terlizzi. Terlizzi. Whole Saints defense. A little too slow. Firebirds. Just, well, they're at 6 points now. All right, let me just add 3 more. Firebirds. Runner on second and first for the Firebirds. Ball bounces, Blaze Borowski on the catch, tosses it to James Rosenhagen. Ball bounces over! Well, what I said about the top of the fifth being the bane of the Saints' existence, it's repeating tonight. Firebirds at 7. They had 1 coming into this inning.
Let's go, Cranston. House of cards here, kid.
About to start crying. Jacob Emerson tossing a strike.
I'll take a quarter triple burger, quarter triple pounder.
Firebirds dugout now discussing their McDonald's orders.
Oh, no! Let's go!
Terlizzi, high ball to Emerson. James Rosenhagen thankfully behind him. Unfortunately, Firebirds just keep adding to their score. Not only is it annoying me that the Firebirds are dominating the Saints this inning, every time I have to change the score, it completely ruins my preset on my streaming thing. Small detail, but hey. Ball's up.
That's in the neighbor's yard.
Let's put that back over. Firebirds having 2 outs on what seems like an eternity. Looks like the batter trying to freeze up Emerson. Will Jacob be affected? Maybe.
Let's go!
Ball deep, tag Bross. The runner just keeps running. I'm not sure where the ball is. I can't. Ball's flying. Griffen Chewning catches it. Oh, boy. Man. Not sure if the Saints' effort has left the Firebirds at 9. Saints at 3.
That's right here! Oh, no. Let's go, Enzo. That's a ball.
Firebirds do have a runner on third, which is great.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Enzo! That's a timeout right there.
That was number 18 from the Firebirds. Thankfully pointed out. Number 3 did take a timeout.
I can't feel my head.
I wish the snack shack was by the Saints dugout.
Way to go, Bob. Let's go, Zo! Basement kid! Oh, yeah. That's the ball. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a burp that turns into like a weird thing. Let's go, Zo!
Ball's hit, flies back to tag Bross once again. Over to Nyberg. That's going to be a... Guess what? That's another run for the Firebirds. Oh.
Let's go! Let's go, Griffen!
Saints better have something up their sleeve, or else this game is over.
Lucas Haugen up to bat. Let's go. Let's go, Griff! Oh, okay.
Ball's flying up. Please, someone catch it. James Rosenhagen. Did he catch it? Please tell me he caught it. Please, please tell me he caught it. He didn't. He didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. That's.
E3. That's an error, Griffen.
Saints infield converging on the mound with Emerson. Coach Fish out to talk to him. He's probably asking why they let 9 runs get past him. It's a question I would ask. Saints fan section trying to rally some support. Emerson desperately trying to end this inning. Oh, we got a pickle. Number 10. Oh my. You have got to be kidding me. Great, there's another pickle. Please get him out. Just throw the ball. Thank you. Number 2, Joe Terlizzi. Taking the bull by the horns on that one. I almost lost my mind. So the Saints are going to the bottom of the 5th with a 7-point deficit. Firebirds added 9 runs to their score in the top of the 5th. You know, every time we film one of these games, the Saints end up losing. I have so much wood around me that I can knock on to stop that phrase from becoming true. It does not look like that's going to help. Well, number 18 on the Firebirds still discussing his McDonald's order. The man has been talking for 36 straight minutes. Have not heard him take a breath, though. He'd be a fantastic orator. I'd like to take the brief time that we have to give a little shout out to Propel. Flavored water never tasted so good. Hydration is key in any sport, but specifically the one where you are running around bases. Propel. Propel yourself to freedom. That'd be a great spokesperson. Other thing I gotta think about, someone could easily just pick up my iPhone that's on top of an overturned garbage can and just take it. And there'd be little that I could do. Tyler Cranston up to bat. Starting off the bottom. I don't even know what inning it is. The bottom of the 6th, I believe. But that, we were in the 5th. Not gonna lie, very confused.
Let's go, Farquhar.
What? No, it's fine, it's a joke. It looks professional, people won't take it.
Oh!
There was another person who was videotaping that was right next to it. So I doubt he would let people just like yoink it. All right, inning bottom of the 6th. God, let me just fix that overlay. That's kind of over the baseball, but it's fine. Tyler Cranston quickly coming out to a 2-2 count. It says we're in the 18th inning. So we went from the top of the 5th to the bottom of the 6th. And now we're in the 18th. Like, I don't know baseball that well, but I'm pretty sure that's not how the innings work. Whoever's up in the press box, please stop. Cranston bombing it down to left field into the hands of Firebird. Now the innings are they're just going up and down. 19, 10. I know we're not in the 10th. I know we're not. It's the bottom of the 5th. Benjamin Button Nemivant at the bat. I can't tell how many people are watching because the streaming service doesn't give me a number, but I hope you're having a pop fly. Firebirds. It's incredible that the team that can have 9 runs in one inning can't catch a pop fly when there's 3 of them around it. Gotta wonder. Regardless, Ben Nemivant with a 1-1 count. 1 out for the Saints. Bottom of the 5th, not the 10th. Can Ben Nemivant turn the momentum around? Hit, bounces. Ball's up, and Nemivant out of first. It's going to be two outs on the Saints. James Rosenhagen. Two outs on the Saints. Saints 3, Firebirds 10. That was a ball. Firebirds infielder claiming it was a grain. Not entirely sure what that means. Firebirds toss another ball down the fairway. Firebirds coach waving his arms around.
Yeah, baby.
Number 31 for Firebirds, taking his time on the mound. Heaves it. It's going to be a ball. 3-1 count for the first baseman. James Rosenhagen gets a walk. Rosenhagen, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America, has been having a difficult time at first base this game.
10 innings in.
Pitch catcher Joe Terlizzi.
Terlizzi walking up to Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Two outs. Rosenhagen on first. Terlizzi starting up the ball. Terlizzi getting a foul ball. It's going to be a quick 1-1 count for the catcher. It's going to be a 2-1 count for number 2. Three-one count. Terlizzi walking. Rosenhagen on second. Terlizzi making his way to first. Jarrett Pille up to bat. Oh no. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring the inning up to here. There we go. That's better. Jarrett Pille getting set in the batter's box. 2 outs for the Saints. In the bottom of the 5th, finally, they got it right.
22, Jarrett Pille.
Pille fouling it into the backstop.
Fight for every out, boys. Fight for every out.
0-2 count for number 2. Jarrett Pille. Smartly staying alive. 1-2-2 count for the Saints. Saints have been unable to recover since the top of the 5th. Jarrett Pille over to first. And, yep, that's that.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Every out. This game's not over. Let's go. Hey, this thing's keep it going. Let's go get more. Let's go get more.
Firebirds saying that they're going to go get more. I'm going to ask them to not.
Put in all the scrubs. They put in all the scrubs.
Saints subbing in completely different infielders. With number 20, Spencer Taylor out to pitch. Tommy Roskos over at first. Mason Stuart out on second. Jared Farquhar on shortstop. And Paul Marsillo? Yeah, Paul Marsillo. Deep at third. Yeah, there's number 12. Couldn't see his number. Not sure who's in the outfield.
It's like 12. I said it looks like number 12.
Which one? Middle? Third? Yeah, I got him. Thank you. Firebirds coach interacting with me. Quite scared. Deep in left field, John Burns. In the middle, we got Tyler Cranston. And out right field. I need glasses. No, you're good.
Let's go.
Number 5 for the Firebirds, up to bat. Spencer Taylor takes his first pitch. It's going to be a ball. Ball's deep. John Burns brings it down over to Jarrett Farquhar. Back in the action. Got one out in the top of the 6th. Number 5 for the Firebirds. On base.
That's a good looking third baseman right there. Yeah, I know it's Paul.
Firebirds sending out compliments to third baseman Paul Marsillo. Quite kind from the Firebirds. Spencer Taylor saucing out a 2-1 count. Number 11 for the Firebirds hits it. John Burns retreating backwards. Ball's gone.
Let's go! Let's go! Trevor Long gone. Let's go!
Well, Firebirds have, if you looked at the scores, the Firebirds have 400% more than the Saints. It's quite ridiculous. Number 28 for the Firebirds now up to bat. What? All right. Small technical difficulties, but we're back.
Let's go, Perugian.
Saints still have one out. Firebirds just got a run on first. Spencer Taylor still pitching.
You have the camera right, or your phone right next to the.
Yeah, what I it's got a 1-2 count on number 34 from the Firebirds. Spencer Taylor launches it down. Oh. Officials are not... Officials refuse to call that an out, which is fine. It's not like Saints are down by 9 or anything. Number 34 for the Firebirds launches it deep. Tyler Cranston right under it. That's only the second out. I thought I misread the scoreboard. Thought we had 2 outs.
Just missed it, bro. Just missed it. Let's go, RJ.
Firebirds still have a man on first. Oh, Jarrett Farquhar. Jarrett getting some screams from the Saints audience. Quite a catch. Got one more inning left, folks. No, it's kind of a miracle on ice situation. 9 points. I've seen worse.
Good job, Mason. Hey, fight for every out, boys.
Starting off the, okay, well, their inning hasn't changed. So we'll call it the top of the 7th. Jarrett Farquhar sends it deep. However, the Firebirds are there and they catch it. That's great. Farquhar returns to the dugout. Number 12, Paul Marsillo, up to bat. That's not how you say his name. Paul Marsillo's first time at bat tonight. Gonna crack the ball far.
You guys are clicking. Let him hit it, kid. Let him hit it.
That's why we keep it simple for us parents. That's right.
Well, he was a job, so.
Thank you.
Paul Marsillo quickly accumulating a 3-0 count.
Let her, kid. Let him hit it, kid.
That's going to be a strike on Paul. Paul Marsillo walking.
Yes, he did.
Really?
Okay, ball.
I'm completely confused by what just happened.
He tried to check his swing,
Mm-hmm.
and said he said it was, this ump said it was ball 4. This ump said he swung
Wow.
too far across
Well,
the
that's
plate.
fantastic. Glad that the umpires. There we go.
Now it's ball.
Let's get it, Paul.
Number 8, Mason Stewart.
Mason Stuart, the gingerbread man. Also his first up at bat. Can the true senior hit it far? Number 31 for the Firebirds, sending a strike right down the middle. Mason Stewart up to a 0-2 count. He's been at the box for about 12 seconds. It's going to be a strikeout on Mason Stewart. Number 4, the right fielder, Tag Ross.
Right fielder Tag Ross.
True sophomore, imported from England. Here to help the Saints out. Unfortunately, Saints haven't been able to utilize his European charm. Tag quickly with 0-1 count. Tag Ross, deep down the middle, and Firebirds catch it. Is that it? This is the last one, folks. Even though there's no way that the Saints can come back, well, I don't get why the umps just don't call it. I mean, it's okay. Ump looks like he's about to say something. Please say something. Nope. Nope, he's walking back. Okay. Jeez. They started right at 6, yeah. So I've been standing on the same chair for about 2 hours, and I can tell you guys that my soles hurt, my feet. So if you're ever wondering, hey, what would it feel like if I stood on a plastic chair for 2 hours? Doesn't feel too good. Connor Markl, excuse me, number 9. There's not a. So it says 19 on the mound, but there's not a 19 on our sheet. JV. Justin Van Squela out on the mound. Jordan Volleyball looking to pitch this inning. James Vish out to pitch for the Saints. Jimmy Vial looking to throw a mean curveball. What other names can I come up with that start with JV? Jesse Ventriloquism. Throws it. Ball's up. And Saints catch it. Gonna start the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Josefi Voss out to throw for the Saints. It's going to be a strike for Mr. Gene Veen. That's right, folks. I'm still trying to come up with names that start with JV, because I do not have number 19's name. Joe Vax getting a quick 0-2 count on number 32 of the Firebirds. Number 32 on the Firebirds, staying alive in the box. As Johannes Venom keeps tossing the strikes. Number 32. Big swing and he foul tipped it. He's still in. Jimothy Velmo with a 1-2 count on number 32 of the Firebirds. Jake Vaseline out to pitch for the Saints. .32. He's out. He's out. 2 outs for the Firebirds. James Vuxenberg sending him away. Jesse Ventura, pitching for the Saints. Number 11, pops it. Ball's going out to John Byrne. Burns throws it to Jarrett Farquhar.
Hey, baby Griff. I got you.
Jose Voss, starting off with 2 balls and 0 strikes. The Firebirds are expressing their discontent with the ump's call, even though they're up by 9 points. You'd think they just let it go. Jacks Valley with a 2-2 count. Jacks with an X, not a K. Number 5 hits it high. Jarrett Farquhar says he's got it. Brings it down. And that's it. Oh, we get get one more at bat, folks.
What just happened?
I don't even. You know what? I'm not surprised.
I think we only had 1 out, and they thought we had 2.
Shelly Weinfeld still have 2 outs. Number 24 for the Firebirds, the Stone Man, back at bat. Seems like there was some sort of mix-up with how many outs the Firebirds had. Regardless of the press box malfunctions, Juxtapose Ventures is still tossing them down. It's going to be 3 balls, 0 strikes for number 24 of the Firebirds. Are there any names like a silent J in them? Like Pterodactyl? Jose? Gosh. There needs to be more J names. Hey. You almost had me. Number 24 for the Firebirds being walked. Full bases for Chaparral. Joe Terlizzi. Oh, excuse me. That is not Joe Terlizzi. That is number... Can't even tell. I would not be surprised if he is not on our roster either. Number 11 for the Firebirds hits it out. Cool. Not sure who caught that, but Saints going to get 1 more at bat. Can they get 9 runs? Question of the day. However, statement of the day, Gemini Wilhelmsen did a fantastic job pitching that 1 inning. Hope he has a great night.
Hey, someone pick up Stone. Where's Stone's stuff? Good question. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay.
I would check my NCAA March Madness bracket, but my phone is being used as another camera. No, it's okay. I picked it based off the logos and like the C's. I don't know anything about basketball. Oh, I heard about that. Sorry, ASU. 56-60, rough one. Yep. got to give it to the Saints. They are sticking it out till the bitter end. Just got a call from the studio. You have to. There is no wavering in whether you can quit early or not. I just have a very low commitment level. Up to bat for the Saints. It's Tyler Cranston. I think the biggest thorn in Notre Dame's side is that they have not utilized Cole Schipansky, true senior, out of Sioux Falls, North Dakota. Tyler Cranston heads back to the dugout. As I was saying, Cole Schipansky, the true senior out of Sioux Falls, North Dakota. Been playing baseball since before he was born. Kid's got some serious MLB level talent. Shocking that they haven't thrown him in. Up to bat is number 13, John Byrne. John Byrne taking a quick ball. Oh, just cracked my back. Oh. I'm not going to sleep well tonight. At all. John got one high. Now he's going to get one low. 2 balls, 0 strikes. At the bottom of the end of the game is what it is. John Byrne getting a strike. 1 high, 1 low, 1 right in the middle. It's a quick 3. It's like a Goldilocks. One's too hot, one's too cold. One's just right. John Byrne getting another strike. Man's got a 2-2 count. His first time at bat tonight. John Byrne spanks it. Third baseman catches it, throws it. Oh! John Byrne, the man with a plan, finds himself on first base. I could not be prouder. Tommy Roskos, the man who built this place, stepping up to bat. According to legend, Tommy has only hit home runs. Let's hope that continues. Tommy Roskos! Deep out to... Tommy Roskos walking back to the dugout. John Byrne almost caught out on first. Number 13 got a little too spicy. Next up to bat, and possibly the last person to bat tonight is Clayton Osmussen. He's got 3 S's in his last name. Clayton takes a quick strike. His shoulders are actually deteriorating. Clayton Osmussen, 0-2 count. That ball danced right into the strike zone. Clayton Osmussen staying alive. I'm not sure if... I was going to say something, but I just trailed off. I'm tired. I'm going to go see a doctor after this. If you'd like to book me for children's birthday parties, I'm available. I do bar mitzvahs as well. Corporate meetings, the usual. I can do magic tricks. I can do a balloon animal, one balloon animal, just a dog, but still part of my repertoire. Face painting is also a specialty of mine. I'm listing this because I will need another career after broadcasting. Clayton Osmussen, meanwhile, is at a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Is this the end of the game? Clayton Osmussen, number 21. Is that a foul? Is that it? No, it's full count. Clayton Osmussen. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had a fantastic night. I've had a great time broadcasting, commentating, bringing this to you through the power of NDP Live live streams. Clayton Osmussen somehow still staying alive. And I'd like to thank Notre Dame for making these possible. Say, Clayton's walking. We're not done, folks. Again, I'd like to thank NDP for giving us the opportunity to broadcast these games to you. Number 19, oh my gosh. I don't know his name. He's up to bat. What a turnaround for number 19. JV. Again, I'm asking myself the question, where is Cole Schipansky? Number 7, 007 as they call him. I'm surprised that they chose number 19 over number 7, the true senior, again, out of Sioux Falls, North Dakota. It's getting slept on. Zero 2 count. That was a ball. This is... Folks, we're going to be here till about 3 a.m. Strap yourselves in. If you're going to go make popcorn, you can go make popcorn. Maybe get a Pop-Tart. And that's the game, folks. Firebirds 12. Saints stalemated at 3. I'm Ben Davis. It's been an honor announcing tonight's game. Have a good night, folks.